and to be of some service to all of you. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Nama Pankajanabhaya Nama Pankajamaline Nama Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangraye Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashlakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namine Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Padayane Gaura Katha Dhamadaya Nagara Gramatarine Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yatkripa Tamaham Bande Shri Gurung Vinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hare Krishna. So today we will be reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, entitled Status Quo, reading from chapter 15, entitled The Beauty of the Spiritual World, a description of the Kingdom of God. So we'll be reading from text 31 through 34. So text 31, someone can read, please.
Kalasudha Mataji. Yes. Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Tabhyam misatva. Sorry Mataji. Tabhyam misatva ani misesu nisidhyamana swarhatama ahi api hare pratihara pabhyam Ucchu suhrutama didriksita bhanga isat kamanujena sahasta ta upaplutakshaha.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Someone can read the translation, please.
Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pranams. Hare Krishna. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. When the Kumaras, although by far the fittest person, were thus forbidden entrance by the two chief doorkeepers of Sri Hari, while other divinities looked on, their eyes suddenly turned red because of anger due to their great eagerness to see their most beloved master, Sri Hari, the personality of Godhead. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Someone can read text 32, please.
Divya Mataji. ओम्या ओवामिहैत्य भगवत्परिचर्ययोच्यै सदर्मीनां निवसत्तां विषमः स्वभावः तस्मिन् व्रशान्तपुरुषे गतविग्रहे वां को वात्मवत्कुहकयो परिशङ्कनीयः.
Thank you. Translation, please.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavat Pranam.
Sindhu Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Pranam Mataji. Hare Krishna. Translation, right? Sloka.
Yes, Mataji.
Translation with Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The sages said, who are these two persons who have developed such a discordant mentality, even though they are posed in the service of the Lord in the highest position and are expected to have developed the same qualities as the Lord? How are these two persons living in Vaikuntha? Where is the possibility of an enemy's coming into this kingdom of God? The Supreme Personality of God has no enemy. Who could be envious of him? Probably these two persons are imposters. Therefore, they suspect others to be like themselves.
Thank you. Thank you. Can someone read the next verse, text 33?
Krishnamurti Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. न यन्तरं भगवतीह समस्तकुक्ष्वा वात्मानमात्मने नभो नभसीव धीराः पश्यन्ति यत्र युवयोः सुरलिङ्गिनो किं व्युत्पादितं युदरदि भेदि भयं यतोऽस्यः. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Beautiful, Prabhuji. Thank you. Translation, please.
Translation. Janaki Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In the Vaikuntha world, there is complete harmony between the residents and the Supreme Personality of God. Just as there is complete harmony within space between the big and the small skies. When there are what is that, Mataji? Theme of sphere in this field of harmony. The two persons are dressed like inhabitants of Vaikuntha, but where from can their disharmony come into existence? Hare Krishna.
Thank you. The last verse for today, text 34.
Rishabhanu Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. तथा मम उच्य परमस्य विकुण्ठवर्तो कर्तु प्रकृष्टम् इह धीमहि मन्दतिभ्यां लोकानितो व्रज समन्तर भाव दृष्ट्या पापी यशस्त्रय इमे रिपवोश्च यत्र.
Thank you. Thank you. Translation, please.
Prashanti Mataji. Did you read before?
No, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, you can read the translation.
Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. Therefore, let us consider how these two contaminated persons should be punished. The punishment should be apt for thus benefit and eventually be bestowed upon them. Since they find duality in the existence of Vaikuntha life, they are contaminated and should be removed from this place to the material world, where the living entities have three kinds of enemies. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So these, verses that we read, these 4 verses that we read today, very, very special verses. And these verses, they have very, very deep purports. If we read the purports by Srila Prabhupada, each and every line in the purport is very, very, very deep, very philosophical, very much practical oriented. So we urge everyone to please, in your free time, you can read the purports. But one of the most important points that Srila Prabhupada mentions in text 31 is that Srila Prabhupada says that according to the Vedic system, a sannyasi, a person who is in the renounced order of life, is dressed in saffron colored garments. And this saffron dress is practically a passport for the mendicant and the sannyasi to go anywhere. It's a very sweet statement. And this statement in itself has the purport of why Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu also accepted sannyas. Because of the deep meaning, we know that how when Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu was in Nadia as Sri Krishna Chaitanya, after he received initiation from Srila Ishwara Puripad, he came back to Nadia and he started the Sankirtan movement. But then Mahaprabhu would go into so much ecstasy, and one day in his ecstasy, he was, chanting the names of the gopis of Vrindavan. And he was just remembering in the mood of Srimati Radharani, he was just missing his sakhis, the gopis. And the mundane people in Nadia, they misunderstood this mood of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu and they criticized Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And that is when Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu decided that let me take sannyas. If I take sannyas, because being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, if the people in Kali Yuga, they're already so fallen, and if they are making offense directly to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then what is the way that these people can be saved? There's no way that people can be saved. If they're committing offense to the Supreme Lord Himself. So therefore, for the benefit of the people in the world in general, that because at least as a social tradition, people respect the sannyasi vastra. People respect the saffron colored, garments worn by the sannyasi. So that's why Mahaprabhu said, let me do that. If I do that, then at least, there will be some respect and, people will not, they will stop making offenses. So, for the people of the general welfare of the people in the society, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu accepted sannyas. And here, another very important point Srila Prabhupada mentions in the purport is that, a question can often be asked that is anger justified? Can we become angry? Srila Prabhupada gives an answer to this question, whether we can become angry or not. Because here in the translation, it is said that the four Kumaras, their eyes became red and they became angry. They displayed so much anger. So Srila Prabhupada is asking the question, is anger justified? Is anger proper? And the answer is given very beautifully by Srila Prabhupada himself. He says that the difference, if a devotee gets angry if their service to Krishna is hindered in any way, then that kind of anger is absolutely justified. But an ordinary person, they become angry when their desire for sense enjoyment becomes hindered. When that is not fulfilled, then they become angry. So this is the difference. So the four Kumaras, they became angry. Why? Because they were being stopped from entering into Vaikuntha. That is why they became angry. And Srila Prabhupada is saying that this is completely justified. Just like how, Hanumanji's anger is glorified. In his anger, he burnt down the entire Lanka. That is how much angry he was at how dare Ravana, being like a mosquito. He's so insignificant. How can he kidnap the supreme goddess of fortune, Mother Sita? How dare he do this audacity? So to show his anger, Hanumanji burnt the city of Lanka completely to ashes. So that kind of anger is absolutely justified, Srila Prabhupada says. When anger is used for Krishna seva, or when our service to Krishna is hindered, then that kind of anger is justified. It is proper, it is devotional service, Srila Prabhupada says. So here we also see that in one of the previous verses, it is explained that when the four Kumaras, the four Kumaras, the sons of Lord Brahma, Sanak, Sanatan, Sanandana, and Sanat Kumaras, when they were coming into Vaikuntha, they passed through all the 6 gates of Vaikuntha. And they were at the final 7th gate, about to enter. And that's when they saw Jai Vijay. They were standing at the gate. And Srila Prabhupada mentions in the translation that they were of the same age. Although Jaya is actually elder than Vijaya. They were elder. One of them was an elder brother. One of them is a younger brother. But here they are saying that they were of the same age. The reason for this, Srila Prabhupada explains, is that in Vaikuntha, in the spiritual world, what happens is that everyone is Nava Yauvanamcha, like the quality of Krishna. After a certain age, there's no more growth. So they are always in Nava Yauvanamcha. So in this way, when the Kumaras, they express their anger that how can you stop us from entering Vaikuntha. So when this kind of entire discussion was going on, how the four Kumaras, they are saying that you don't even you all are not even fit to be doorkeepers of Vaikuntha. How can you stop us from entering into Vaikuntha? That means they are saying you both are imposters. You're just pretending to be gatekeepers. You are not gatekeepers. Because gatekeepers, they should know who is supposed to go in, who's not supposed to go in. So you all are not informed about your service. That is what is said in text 32. The four Kumaras are saying like this. You appear to be like imposters. They were so angry that they are being stopped from entering into Vaikuntha. And then they're saying that, in the spiritual world, another quality of the spiritual world is expressed in text 33, is that in spiritual world, everyone is in harmony. There is no fighting, there's no quarreling, there's no, okay, I will go, you will not go. All these kind of things doesn't happen in the spiritual world. So the four Kumaras are telling that kind of harmony is supposed to be there, but here at the entrance you all are stopping us. Both of you are stopping us. That means there's no harmony. What kind of harmony is there? This complete disharmony. From where is all this disharmony coming from? A very beautiful point is being told here by the four Kumaras, that this is not the way that spiritual world should act. So then they come to a resolution that because they are being stopped, because they are not doing their duty properly of seeing who should go in, who should not go in, they are not able to recognize, they are completely in disharmony. Therefore, text 34 is the conclusion of the four Kumaras, where they're saying that now, okay, because now we've given enough justification, so our anger is correct, and what the two doorkeepers are doing is wrong. Therefore, we will now punish them. That is their conclusion. So this is why, we have to, punish the two doorkeepers. So when Krishna, Lord Vishnu, he is, very beautiful description is given that when the four Kumaras were having this conversation with the two guards, with the two gatekeepers, Jai and Vijay, Lord Vishnu was in his Antahapura in Vaikuntha. He was in his inner chambers. Lakshmi Devi was fanning him. Garuda was on standby, always waiting that as soon as the Lord is ready to go anywhere, I will be ready. And Lord Narayan, Lord Vishnu, he just could understand the conversation that is happening at the entrance of Vaikuntha, What is the scene that is happening at the entrance of Vaikuntha? So Lord Vishnu, he now knew that, oh, the Kumaras, the four Kumaras have already uttered that now they have resolved to punish my gatekeepers. Now I have to go and save my dear devotees, you know. So Lord Vishnu, it is explained that as soon as Lord Vishnu felt that, yes, now is the time that I have to go, Lord Vishnu, it is said that he ran. He just ran from his inner chambers and he was running towards the gate of Vaikuntha. Now, normally what happens is that whenever Lord Vishnu decides to go anywhere, wherever he wants to go, Lord Vishnu, we never see him walking. Forget about running. He never runs nor walks because he's always on the back of Garuda. What happens is whenever Lord Vishnu desires to go anywhere, Garuda, he conveys through telepathy, okay, Garuda, I want to go here. And Garuda immediately comes, he carries Lord Vishnu on his back, and Garuda flies and takes him to his destination. But this time, Lord Vishnu, he did not communicate anything to Garuda. He just started running. And Garuda, he was so devastated. He thought that, oh no, have I committed some great offense to Lord Vishnu? That Lord Vishnu is not taking my services. Oh no, what have I done? How did I offend the Lord? The Lord is not taking my service. He didn't even tell me where he wants to go. So Garuda is running behind Lord Vishnu. He started running. My Lord, I am ready. You come. Come on my back. I'll take you where you want to go. But Lord Vishnu just didn't wait. He just started running and running and running. And Garuda was also almost flying and running behind Lord Vishnu. Garuda was very, 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 very sad. He was thinking, oh no, what mistake did I do? What offense did I do that Lord Vishnu is not accepting my service? And then Lord Vishnu didn't have time to think about that right now. So Lord Vishnu just ran and he appeared on the scene. He just came at the seventh gate of Vaikuntha, the final gate of Vaikuntha, when the four Kumaras were just uttering the curse to Jai and Vijay. Lord Vishnu manifested there. And as soon as he manifested there, Garuda was also there, right there next to Lord Vishnu, because he also came there at the same time. And Lord Vishnu, he just to assure Garuda that, my dear Garuda, you did not do any offense. I am very happy with you. Don't worry. This time it is not about you. This time I have just come for Jai Vijay to save them and to give my mercy to the four Kumaras. So this time it's not about you, Garuda. So to assure Garuda that he has not done anything wrong, Lord Vishnu, it is explained that he put his hand on the shoulder of Garuda, on Garuda's shoulder, and the Lord just stood like that to show that, my dear Garuda, you're always my associate, that I have never abandoned you. So the Lord he rested his hand on Garuda's shoulder to assure him that your service is safe. You are safe. Don't worry about anything. Such a sweet reciprocation of the Lord and his dear devotees. And at that time, Lord Vishnu, Krishna, he is so amazing because Krishna, he loves us so much. What is the description of love? What is the meaning of love? Love, Srila Prabhupada explains, love means unlimited forgiveness is love. When we are able to forgive someone without any kind of reason, then that is called as love. That is pure love. That when we just have no reason that why, I'm just helplessly in love with you. And that is the love that Krishna has towards us. Because imagine such imperfect beings as ourselves, we are trying to render some service to Krishna, but it is filled with imperfections. It is filled with faults. It is filled with defects. So much. But Krishna, he is still accepting it because He is unlimitedly just forgiving us. He loves us so much. He sees, okay, you're doing only this much. Okay, I will accept that much. Whatever you're doing, I will accept that much. So, unlimited forgiveness, unlimited compassion, that is the quality of Krishna. And, Krishna, he actually, his reciprocation is based on our intent and also our action. What is our intention, when we are doing particular services? What is our, how are we rendering those services? So, intent and action. Okay, these are the two things that Krishna gives us his mercy by. Now, let's see what is, what if our intention is very bad, but our action happens to be good? Can we think of a scenario like that? A very beautiful scenario like that is that of Putana. Putana's intention that she came with is that she came to kill Krishna. It was an evil intention. She wanted to kill Krishna. But what was the action that she did in that process? She gave her own milk to Krishna. She fed her own milk to Krishna, just like a mother feeds their own baby. So, therefore, Krishna ignored the evil intention and awarded the good action of Putana and gave her the position of a nurse in Goloka Vrindavan. That is Krishna. Now let's see, what if intention is very good, but our action happens to become bad? Then what? The example for that is this particular pastime that we are reading today, the pastime of Jai and Vijay stopping the four Kumaras. Now, what was the intention of Jai Vijay? To stop the four Kumaras. Why did Jai Vijay stop the four Kumaras? The reason the four Kumaras were stopped by Jay and Vijay, because their intention was that what are, four unclothed 5-year-old babies doing in Vaikuntha? They're saying, hey, let us go, let us go. 5-year-old babies, no wearing clothes, nothing. They want to enter into Vaikuntha. And, Jay and Vijay said, Are Baba, what are you doing here? Your babies, go and play somewhere else. This is not a playground. So their intention was correct, that only qualified beings are allowed into Vaikuntha. Their intention was perfect, but their action of stopping and not being able to recognize the perfect beings of these four Kumaras, that became offensive. That became bad. So their action became bad. So what did Krishna do? Krishna ignored the action of Jai and Vijay and awarded their intention. Yes, he assured Jay and Vijay that when the Kumaras cursed the, Jay and Vijay, at that time, after cursing them, because at that very moment, the Supreme Lord appeared on the scene. And as soon as Lord Vishnu appeared on the scene, at that time, smelling the beautiful tulasi leaves mixed with aguru, camphor, and sandalwood paste, and the tulasi leaves that were offered at the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu, just getting the smell of this divine scent, the four Kumaras, they were transformed into pure devotees, prema bhaktas. So all their anger, everything just completely evaporated. And they said, oh my dear Lord, they started smelling the tulasi leaves at the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. And they said, we are very sorry that we, out of our anger, because they were stopping us. They were not allowing us to see you. So in that anger, we cursed them. But now we realize maybe we overreacted. So, please give your mercy to them. And the Lord said, yes, yes, yes. I know this entire Leela I did because I had some itching in my hands. My hands were itching because I want to fight. I feel like fighting. But here in Vaikuntha, nobody wants to fight with me. Everyone is doing, hey Prabhu, they're doing all that with me. But my hands are itching. I want to punch somebody. I want to really, nicely wrestle with somebody. Nobody here to do that in Vaikuntha. So therefore, I enacted this entire pastime so that, these boys will go and my desire of fighting with actual demons will be fulfilled. So, but even in that situation, just see the mercy of Krishna. Lord Vishnu said, even my dear Jai Vijay, although you are going down to the material world, I will be accompanying you in every lifetime. I will come and be with you. So even though apparently Jai and Vijay were punished, but the Lord never left them. The Lord was always with them, even throughout this process. So the Lord, in this way, rewarded their intention and ignored their action of even their so called offense to Vaishnavas. The Lord put that aside. He neglected that. What if, another scenario, here we saw if action is wrong, but intention is okay, then the Lord does this. If intention is bad and if action is glorious, then also the Lord rewards. But what if intention is also evil, action is also evil? What will happen then? The example that is given is that of Durvasa Muni and that of Ambarish. So Durvasa Muni, when he came to Ambarish Maharaj, when Ambarish Maharaj was fasting, and Ambarish Maharaj had to break his fast. At that moment also, Durvasa Muni was so, he was manifesting so much of pride. He said, how could you do this? You're offending a sadhu, you're offending me. So like this, he cursed Ambarish. And Ambarish Maharaj, being the humble devotee, he just accepted. But that curse backfired on Durvasa Muni because Sudarshan came for the protection of Ambarish Maharaj. And then Durvasa Muni started running because his intention of Durvasa Muni was wrong. The action of Durvasa Muni was also wrong, completely wrong. So then Sudarshan Chakra started following Durvasa Muni. He went to Lord Brahma, he went to Lord Shiva. Everybody said, I can't help you, I can't help you. And then finally, Durvasa Muni came to Lord Vishnu. There, Lord Vishnu, even Lord Vishnu could have said, I don't know, I can't help you. No, the Lord said, yes, dear Durvasa, you have offended my devotee. I really can't do anything, but I can show you the way, what you can do so that you can be forgiven. Go back to Ambarish, beg forgiveness from Ambarish. If he forgives you, Sudarshan will leave you. So even in that situation, even when the Lord's devotees are offended, Krishna still is so kind, he's so merciful that he shows us the way how we can get rid of that offense, how we can come out of that offense. This is the mercy of Krishna. You see, because Krishna, he actually forgives every kind of offense. Even if someone does offense to him personally, Krishna forgives that. We know how Krishna forgave the 100 offenses of Shishupal. He didn't say anything, but then the 101st one, he cut off Shishupal's head. Yes. But Krishna is so kind, so kind. He never minds if anything is like how the atheists, they just directly offend Krishna by saying that, oh, God doesn't exist. Or God is just some, Omkara. He is just a sound vibration. He's just some light. He's just some smoke. If Krishna would have taken offense and if he would say, oh, these people, they are offenders, they are not accepting me as the supreme personality of Godhead, so from tomorrow, no sunlight for them, no air for them, everything supply cut off. If Krishna wants, he can do that. But Krishna, he doesn't care. if anyone offends him, Krishna does not care. But if Krishna's devotees are offended, then Krishna does care. Because, we hear often the statement that, oh, offending devotees is like the mad elephant offense. Yes, we hear this statement, right? Oh, mattahati means a mad elephant offense. It is very dangerous to offend a devotee. This is the first offense of the 10 offenses. But why? Why is offending devotees such a dangerous thing? Why is it so much taken seriously? Because the explanation is given in the further verses. Actually, my mother was giving me this point. We were discussing about these verses, and my mother told this point to me, very special point. The point is that Srila Prabhupada mentions that Krishna, he says that when a servant, like he gives the example that if a servant does anything wrong, who will the other people blame? They'll say, oh, this person is a servant of that, that is the owner of this servant. So that owner didn't give proper training to this servant. That's why he doesn't know how to behave. He's doing everything wrong. Also, Srila Prabhupada explains that when one of the limbs of our body becomes affected with leprosy, then, our body becomes poisoned, right? Our entire body, it affects our entire body. So similarly, it is explained that when a devotee of the Supreme Lord is offended, because the Lord himself considers his dear devotees to be a part of his body, if his devotees are offended, it is like a blot, like a kalanka on his own body. That is why, Krishna takes it very seriously, because devotees are part of Krishna's body. And if devotees are hurt, then it is like hurting the body of Krishna. So that's why Krishna takes it very, very seriously when we offend any Vaishnavas. So, this four Kumaras, one another very beautiful realization is that the four Kumaras, how they were stopped to enter into Vaikuntha, right? By Jaya and Vijay, they stopped the four Kumaras from entering. They had heard from Lord Brahma, their father, that what is the glories of the Supreme Lord, and they wanted to therefore meet the Supreme Lord face to face. And their intense desire to meet with Krishna, to meet with the Supreme Lord Narayan, was stopped by Jaya and Vijay. But to reciprocate with their sincerity, Lord Vishnu himself came to the gate of Vaikuntha and gave his darshan to the four Kumaras. Now, this entire pastime is very much relatable in our Chaitanya Leela in the life of Srila Haridas Thakur. We see that in the life of Srila Haridas Thakur, because Srila Haridas Thakur was born in a low family, in a Mohammedan family, when Haridas Thakur was residing in Jagannath Puri, he was not allowed entrance into the Jagannath temple. He could not go in to see Lord Jagannath, the Daruk Brahma form, the wooden form of Lord Jagannath. Haridas Thakur was never allowed inside the temple, but Lord Jagannath's dancing form, which is none other than the beautiful golden form of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, dancing, he would come out every day from the temple. And every day Lord Chaitanya would go and meet with Haridas Thakur. And both of them would sit and chant at Siddha Bokul every day. So the dancing Lord Jagannath would come out to see Haridas Thakur. So just like how the four Kumaras didn't get entrance into Vaikuntha, but Lord Vishnu came out to show, give them his darshan. Similarly, Haridas Thakur was not allowed to see Lord Jagannath, but Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu, came out to see Haridas Thakur. And that is why Haridas Thakur is so famous as Brahma Haridas. Brahma, because he is Lord Brahma himself. Haridas Thakur is Lord Brahma because, the pastime is so sweet that why Lord Brahma was feeling so repentant after he committed the offense of stealing the cows and the calves and the cowherd boys. After he stole them with the Brahma Vimohan Leela, Lord Brahma felt very much remorseful. He was feeling so guilty that, my Lord, I separated your devotees from you. In fact, at that time, Brahma was glorifying Lord Indra. He said, Indra is much better than me. Yes, he became proud, he became all that. But when he did, the thundering, and he sent Samvartaka, he did all the flooding in Vrindavan. Because of that thing, all the Brajbasis and my dear Lord, you all came together. For 7 days, 7 nights, every single resident of Braja, they were together. They were all looking at Krishna. They were with Krishna under the umbrella of Govardhan Hill. But how unfortunate I am, Krishna. Look at me. I am so sinful. I am such an offender that I separated your dear devotees from you. And Brahma was crying, crying, crying. And Krishna said, It's okay. Now you've realized your mistake. It's okay. But Lord Brahma said, No, no, how can I repent? So in Kali Yuga, I will come in the most fallen of all families. I will come in a low class family. I will come. And I will, do my service to you in a very humble, menial way. And Krishna, he said, Okay. This was Brahma's, he didn't say it. Lord Brahma didn't openly say this thing about coming in Kali Yuga. He was just thinking like this. And Krishna said Tathastu in his mind that time. But then Lord Brahma, when he came, and Krishna also at that time, he also resolved that you come in this way. If you want to come, that's okay. And in that way, I will make your life glorious. Even in that form, I will make you glorious. Because why did Krishna say that? Why? Because Krishna said, My dear Brahma, it was because of you that I got married to all the Vrajavadhus in Vrindavan. Because during the Brahma Vimohan Leela, Krishna himself manifested as all the cowherd boys. He expanded himself. And that time only 2 people in Braj knew that all the calves and all the cowherd boys are none other than Krishna himself. And those 2 personalities were Lord Balaram and Purnamasi. So Purnamasi went and told all the Brajbasis, this year it is very, very special. Very good muhurta is there. Star alignments are superbly fantastic. So get all your girls married to all the boys. And nobody would question Purnamasi. She was the eldest of all the Brajabasis. So then everyone organized, like a mass wedding. And Krishna himself, in the form of the different cowherd boys, he married all the cowherd girls. All the Vrajavadhus, he married them. So Krishna said, My dear Brahma, if you wouldn't have taken away the cowherd boys, how would I marry everyone? So therefore, I'm very pleased with your service. Don't worry. So therefore, when Lord Brahma, out of his own humility and repentance, when he came as Haridas Thakur in Sri Chaitanya Leela, Krishna came as Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, taking on the divine mood of Srimati Radharani. And when Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu would interact with Haridas Thakur, seeing the genuine humility of Haridas Thakur, he would respond by saying that your humility is breaking my heart, Haridas. So, Haridas Thakur and Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu have a very special, very unique relationship. And he was the first associate who chose to leave the world when Gauranga Mahaprabhu was still present on this planet. That was his desire, that I cannot tolerate separation from you, Mahaprabhu. Let me, let my eyes become like a bumblebee's and fixed on your lotus-like face. I want to give up my body. And Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu fulfilled that desire of Srila Haridas Thakur, and Mahaprabhu personally carried the divine body of Haridas Thakur, bathed Haridas Thakur's body in the waters of the ocean, and gave him samadhi. A huge feast was organized, and Mahaprabhu made Haridas Thakur so glorious that every day we chant Nama Acharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. This is how Krishna reciprocates with his devotees. This is how merciful Krishna is. That yes, we may repent for what we've done, with the humility that we are doing service, but Krishna's reciprocation is like samudra. There is no limit. It is limitless, just like the ocean. Krishna's mercy is causeless. It is limitless like the ocean. So he made Haridas Thakur Nama Acharya. This is the glory of Sri Krishna Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So the glories of Chaitanya Charitamrita, there's a special reason why Srila Prabhupada said that Chaitanya Charitamrita is like PhD studies. Srila Prabhupada said Bhagavad Gita is like student level, in our school days. Srimad Bhagavatam is our college education, university level. But Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is PhD level, because the highest teachings of Krishna, what Krishna gives in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayashyami Ma Shucha, that you surrender unto me and I will deliver you from all sins. So, but how to surrender to Krishna? That, to exemplify that, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu came, and that is in the form of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we see that, Srimad Bhagavad Gita is actually like a boat, that carries us across the material ocean. Yeah. So we know that in chapter 7 in text 14 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it is said, Daivi hi esha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mameva ye prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. Means, this divine energy is very difficult to overcome, but those who surrender unto me, they can easily overcome this material ocean, Krishna says. So Bhagavad Gita is like a boat that carries us across the material ocean. What is Srimad Bhagavatam? Srimad Bhagavatam is actually declared in the Srimad Bhagavatam itself that Srimad Bhagavatam is like a bridge that carries us across the material ocean. It is said, Tamadidevam Karunanidhanam Tamalavarnam Suhitavataram Apara Samsara Samudra Setum Bhajamahe Bhagavata Swarupam. So it is mentioned here that I bow down to that Supreme Lord who is the ocean of mercy, whose color, bodily complexion is like that of a tamal tree. And he comes to this world for the welfare of everyone. And he has given us this Srimad Bhagavatam, which is like a bridge, Samudra Setu. It is a setu across the bridge of this material existence. So what is Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita? Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is E Bhava Sagara Hobe Baluchara Nachiya Hoibi Par, which means that this material ocean, by simply reading the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, this entire material ocean will dry up and it will become like a desert, and we can just dance our way across, because in the desert there's no water. We can just dance our way across and we can go back home, back to Godhead. So the entire material ocean can dry up by the mercy of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So this is the glory of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's Leelas, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, the pastimes of his beautiful devotees, and the merciful nature of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, just meditating on Krishna and the pastimes of Srimati Radharani and their combination, who come in the form of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Just meditation on that can give us the strength to cross and dance beyond this material ocean. So with this, we will end our session here today. If there's any questions, comments, realizations, or reflections, we can take that now. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much. It was a wonderful and sweet session today, and you have captivated all our senses. Thank you so much, Mataji. I couldn't find any similes or metaphors to compare today's session. Thank you so much. We are blessed.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Thank you,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Mataji,
Yes, Prabhu.
by hearing today's class, what Sanjaya explained the Bhagavad Gita to Dhritarashtra was blind. We are also blind Dhritarashtras. Today we have enjoyed the glories of Supreme Lord, and then how he has came. We have visualized everything. Mataji, I think I will repeat again. You yourself the Sanjaya now today. You have directed us. You have taken us to somewhere else. If you talk more, you will forget everything. So must not talk. It is to be, everything must be hidden in ourselves only. It must not be disclosed. And then particularly, your kind self has explained love. Love, pure love means forgiveness. So it is to be implemented in our day-to-day life, whatever may be the case. And then intention and action and intention. So your kind self has dedicated us particularly as for me. So this itself is the Gita. It is to be implemented by us. Definitely, we will cross over it, Mataji. Mataji, I won't talk more. I won't take much time, yes, because I will forget the richness of your class. So thank you. You are your kind self. I am grateful to you. Your association is most essential for us to cross over these materialistic obligations and all those things. I pray your kind self, Mataji, often and often come here to educate us, to make us pure. Please always be, your grace be on us. I thankful to you, Mataji, grateful to you. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Prabhu, we are so grateful to you for your blessings. You are like our father, our senior. So we beg for your blessings so we may continue to serve for the pleasure of all of you, our spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. Please bless us, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
So it's such a wonderful session, Mataji. We really loved it. I really loved the intention and the actions of how the devotee should be. And I have one question, Mataji.
Yes.
So Jai Jaya is the elder to Vijay, right, Mataji?
I often get confused about that. I'm not sure. One of them is the elder one. One of them is, but they don't have much
actually,
difference.
Is it
Yes.
birth there, Mataji, in even Vaikuntha also?
No. There's no birth in Vaikuntha, no death. So it's not that they appeared as they are brothers. They are known as brothers, Jay and Vijay. So they are, in Vaikuntha or in the spiritual world, nobody dies, nobody is born. So there's just appearance and disappearance, appearance and disappearance.
Acha.
So they
Yeah,
don't,
that's what I
yeah,
thought, Mataji.
yeah.
So, as there is no death in life, so I couldn't get how one can be elder to other. So that was my doubt, Mataji.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much for the nectarian class, Mataji. One personal question, Mataji. This
Yes.
is how you always narrate stories to your kids. This is how you, sweetly do everything, Mataji. And if so, please take a parenting session for us, Mataji.
Sure.
I want to be. Every time we cannot be sweet with our kids. The whole class, it was like very sweet, very nectarine. So I wanted to know about that, Mataji. This is how you are there with the kids also, Mataji.
Well, I do not have any biological children of my own, but I'm blessed with a lot of devotees who call me as mother. But I don't have any biological children of my own. But the thing is that, from the life of Srila Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Mata, whenever they would scold Nimai, the Brahmanas, they would come and say, "Oh, Jagannath Mishra, Sachi Mata, don't you know that your son is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? You're scolding him. He's the Supreme Lord. Don't scold him. Don't scold him." So then Jagannath Mishra would say, "Oh, he may be the Supreme Lord. That's okay. But right now he's under my care. So I have to, in Bangla, in Chaitanya Bhagavata, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur, he uses the word manush korte hobe, means I have to make him a good human being. So therefore, if it is needed, I will chastise him to make him a good human being. So parenting doesn't always mean that we have to just be very sweet with our children. We have to, like Srila Prabhupada said, we should not beat our children, never beat our children, but we must show them the cane. We must show them the stick, show them, don't beat them, never beat children. But so that's how we do it. When it is needed, we give them love, and we also show our love sometimes by being strict with them. We don't take out our own frustrations with them. We don't take out, we are so tired whole day, now you don't disturb me, go from here. No, we don't do like that. That is mistreating our children. But to the best of our capacity, we are also human beings, so we have to also balance life out. But at the same time, we need to know when to correct our children, when to discipline our children, and how we can do that. So sometimes sweetness works, sometimes little sourness, little bitterness, all the rasas are needed in different combination. If you're too sweet, then it'll be too much diabetes, So we have to have a balance in life. Hope that answers your question.
I will, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Though we know that we should have that much patience and we should talk in a very loving manner, but sometimes when it comes to action, it is not exactly like that, Mataji. Sometimes we can think of, sometimes it doesn't happen, Mataji. How it happens for you, please let us know.
Yeah, before, of course, everything takes practice, everything takes practice. We must learn, like sometimes we say, when we read the Bhagavad Gita, the chapter on the 3 modes of material nature, we can see that all of our actions can be categorized into mode of passion, mode of goodness, mode of ignorance, right? But then it is said, Krishna says, that we can choose, to act on whichever mode we want. It is our choice. We can choose to react in passion, we can choose to be in complete ignorance, or we can choose to be reacting in goodness, or we can choose to react in Shuddha Sattva, in pure goodness. that is a devotee, you know. So when we are choosing our action, and how we can choose our action, it comes by practice, it comes by association. The more we associate with the book Bhagavata, the more we associate by serving the person Bhagavata, these qualities will slowly manifest. The qualities of, you know, utsahan, nishchayat, dhairyat. Dhairyat is a very important quality, which is of being patient. Nothing happens overnight. It takes a lot of practice. So we have to keep practicing. We have to keep following the process and reading the book Bhagavatam and serving the person Bhagavatam. Both is very important. If we just keep serving and we are not reading, then that will not help us. If we just keep reading and not serving, that will also not help us. So chanting our rounds, doing our service, doing our sadhana properly, serving the person Bhagavata, reading the book Bhagavata, all of this will guarantee success. We need to be a little patient.
Sure, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. If there are no more questions, we'll end the session for today.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Small doubt, Mataji. Hare Krishna, pranams, Mataji.
Yes.
You compared Bhagavatam with the bridge of the material ocean.
Yes.
What about Chaitanya Charitamrita, Mataji? I didn't get that.
Oh, I did mention that too. Chaitanya Charitamrita is like, you know, Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, they're helping us cross the ocean of material existence, right? The ocean is still there. So Bhagavad Gita is the boat, Srimad Bhagavatam is the bridge. But by reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, the entire ocean dries up and we can just dance our way across the ocean because it becomes a desert. By the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, we can just dance our way back home together.
Yes, yes. Hare Krishna.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Dandavat pranam.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
With the Vaishnava pranams, we'll end the